Hey guys, oh my god, I have to share this recipe with you. Hey, it's Diane Kazer here. I did some fun stuff with coconut this fine Monday, and I feel like I need the fermentation because I let my hair down over the 4th of July holiday. One thing that I've noticed a lot of people complain about is that fermented foods are really expensive. And yeah, I totally agree with you right there. It's like, for like 7.5 ounces of coconut yogurt, which is what I'm going to show you today, it's like $11, $12. That's insane. It's like for that same amount of, you know, dairy-based yogurt that's full of hormones and antibiotics and crap that the cows eat, and toxic CLA, which is basically the toxicity stored in animal fat. It's like $3. So how can we make it cheaper? I actually have done a ton of research for you guys where you're going to be able to save like 2/3 what you would normally pay for coconut kefir and coconut yogurt, and it's like 2 ingredients each. 2. It's not complicated. People get kind of weirded out with like bacteria and fermentation and stuff, but I'm just going to show you what I did. So that you guys didn't have to see me blend this whole thing up. This is it. Done. I'll show you. Alright, so the first thing I did, because you do need the coconut, you can do the coconut yogurt with or without the kefir, but I did it with the kefir. What is kefir? Basically, it's fermented coconut water. What does that look like? So I buy this kind. You can get this at Costco. It ended up being like $4 each because I think it's like $16 for 4 of these at Costco. Or if you get them at your local, like I get mine at Mother's locally, they're like $5 there. So you can buy them online or whatever, but they're like $4 or $5. For 16-ounce kefir at the grocery store, it's like $14. That's insane. All it is coconut water and a probiotic pill stored overnight somewhere in a heated environment. Heated meaning like not more than 80, 90. You kind of want to, I just put mine in the oven and turned the light on and left it overnight for 24 hours. That's all I did. So literally, all that you do is I just keep these little jars when I'm done using them. Any jar will do. This one used to be coconut oil. And what I do is I just take some coconut water, some fresh, unpasteurized, raw coconut water. That's key. If you're buying like the Zicos or the Vita Cocos, those are actually heat pasteurized, even though they're heat pasteurized only to like I think it's like 120 to 140. Whereas things that are 118 or less have been preserved for all of their raw nutrients, and so they haven't been killed. Kind of like why I say smash your microwave or throw it in the pool or something, because your microwave kills everything, all the nutrients. So I literally just took enough of this, and this is these are both 16-ounce containers. I took enough of this coconut water, and I poured it about 2/3 into this jar. It could be a mason jar of any kind. And then all I did was I took a 10 billion CFU probiotic capsule, and then you literally just pull this sucker apart and put the powder into the coconut water. And if you want to, it's totally optional, but you don't have to. If you want a little bit sweeter, you can take like a tiny little spoonful of sugar, and feed the probiotics, feed the bacteria with the sugar, because sugar is basically food for fermentation for good bacteria. It's actually food for bad bacteria too, which is why we have to be careful. So that's why fermented foods are better created before we eat them. And this is a healthy bacteria that we should have like an 85-15 ratio of good bacteria to bad. Most of us are like the other way around. So we're giving our bodies good bacteria this way. And if you are going to feed them, use the organic sugar. I only literally put like a teaspoon. So that's it. I literally poured this 16-ounce container full of 2/3 of organic raw coconut water, put 10 billion CFU probiotic capsule worth of powder in there, a spoonful of sugar, stirred it up, put the lid on it, put it in the oven overnight. 24 hours later, checked on it. As long as it's not getting too hot, don't store it in a cold environment. You definitely want it to be dark. But it's ready in 24 hours. Actually, it's been about 30 hours since I did mine, but I tasted it. It tastes super good. Then all I do to make the coconut yogurt is I take 1/4 of a cup of the kefir, which I've already done here in the Vitamix, and I took 16 ounces worth of young, organic, raw coconut meat, This is $10 at Mother's. I got it in the frozen section, and you can get, you know, you could actually even take just a raw coconut. I mean, that's even better. It's like probably, I would guess 2 coconuts probably get you enough meat from the inside. You could usually use 2 coconuts for all of this, I'm guessing. You know, to make the water would make the kefir, and the meat would make the yogurt. So 16 ounces of raw organic coconut meat, and you put that in the Vitamix, and you don't want to blend it too long because it gets a little bit hot and it might kill the healthy bacteria in the kefir. And that is exactly why I waited to put the probiotic capsules in the kefir until later. So literally it just looks like this. You just pull open the capsule and the powder is exposed, and you just pour it in, and then you throw away the gelatinous capsule. And I take 2 total of these. I smashed that other one, but I just take 2 and pour all the contents in here. And I've already put a little tiny bit in this recipe. It is optional, but you don't have to. You can put, I put probably, I'd say, about a 1/4 cup of the natural coconut cream, and this is like $2 at Mother's or wherever you buy your stuff. But that's $2. I could have opted for this brand of Young Raw Coconut Cream, but it was like $10, and it's not necessary for the rest of this recipe, so that's just kind of a bonus to make it creamier if you don't like it tangy as much, which I don't. I just use a little bit of cream, and I probably took like maybe a 1/4 of a cup of the organic sugar. Blended that all together, and now all I'm going to do, and you guys don't need to watch this part, but I'm just going to very, very low speed, I'm going to blend the probiotics in with it, not heat it up too high to kill the probiotics. But then when I'm done with blending this, I'm going to put it into a glass container like this, and you definitely, just like the kefir, you only want to fill it to about 2/3 because it will rise and expand when it ferments. And then you just store that for 1 to 2 days in a warm environment, like between 80 degrees, 90 degrees or so. Put it somewhere in the dark and just let it sit. And then 1 to 2 days later, you check on it, make sure it smells kind of tangy, taste it, and there you have coconut yogurt. That's it. That's all it is. And it will save you probably like $10 to $15 for each 7 to 16 ounce serving. So you could save literally 2/3 of your money by just doing this at home. This whole process probably takes me less than 15 minutes, and it takes you that much time just to go to the store and back. So hopefully this helps you guys save some time, save some money, save some sanity, and also all the other plastic non-biodegradable resources that come along with buying things from the store that are all packaged and stuff. But this is really fun. I feel super awesome doing, like, really green thummy and hippie like doing this stuff at home. Plus it tastes way better, and that's the main inspiration for me to do this video, is that one of my clients was sensitive on her food sensitivity test to cornstarch, or to corn. And you'll notice that a lot of the store-bought coconut yogurts, they have cornstarch in them. Coconut starch. Coconut, Diane. They have cornstarch in them and all kinds of other things that to preserve it so that it lasts long enough so that they can ship it, they can make it, they can package it, and it typically will be like 1 month out from the time that it expires. This will be good in your fridge for about a week, so there's none of those extra preservatives or additives in it that are going to irritate your gut lining, maybe inspire even more leaky gut or other kind of digestive inflammation or IBS or autoimmunity or whatever have you. So I hope this helps. This helped me. This is the first time I made it, and I'm enamored by this stuff. I mean, this spoon, I've been waiting to like lick it for the end of this video so you guys can see. So freaking good. It's like coconut whipped cream. I'm serious. So if you have a dairy issue, doesn't mean you don't have to skip out on the yogurt. This stuff's amazing, and I'll probably be using it all week for my protein shakes and stuff, for the shakes that I make. I'll probably be using this as the base for my fat. I don't need any nut butter, I don't need any coconut milk. I'll just probably add maybe like a half cup of this with some water. That's my coconut milk, and that's what I need for my healthy fats and the liquid substance of my shake. So cool, awesome idea. I just thought of that one. You guys have an awesome week, and I hope these tips helped. If they did, share the video, share whatever I put out there. I don't care, that's what I'm doing this stuff for. I love you guys. Namaste. And go coconuts.